Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time ever meeting me, greetings and salutations. I am your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn. At least that's what I go by over here on YouTube and then also Instagram as well. Today, I want to come on and share with you guys two extremely affordable, I would say designer labeled vanilla scents, okay? But before we get into that, I want to again welcome you to my channel. Glad to have glad to have you. Just to give you a brief scenario of who I am and what we talk about over here in Color Me Bad Nation. I am a beauty professional, just to name a few things that I love to do. And mainly on our channel, we will talk about the fragrances that are in my collection, those that are on my wish list, those that are on your wish list, fragrances that are in your collection if you'd like to share. We'll talk all things beauty, natural skincare, a little bit about makeup. I love a gorgeous lippy and a beautiful eyelash, all types of hair, real and not. We'll get into some fashion, all things beauty. We will also talk about love, relationships, romance, a little bit about dating, family issues, and faith, most importantly. All right. So let's get into it. Let's chat it up. Again, these two fragrances that I want to share with you guys, I'm excited about because I'm not a huge vanilla collector. I should say that, not a lover, but a collector. I do have several fragrances in my collection that have notes of vanilla in them, but I would say that it's not a note that I always shop for. I'm more of a rose girl. I love rose. I love fragrances with peony, iris. I love oud and things of that nature. But I do have gorgeous fragrances in my collection that are noted with vanilla. These are two sexy vanilla scents that I would deem like bedtime scents, or perfect for layering. They come from the house of Zara, which is a design label I just got hip to not too long ago, where they carry women's and men's apparel, affordable apparel. And I got hip to the fragrances by watching some content creators talk about them, and it piqued my interest, especially when I found out that they are extremely affordable. So let's get into it. I'm kind of sticking my big toe in the pond of Zara. I haven't taken a deep plunge or made a big haul with Zara fragrances just yet. I'm just doing a little bit at a time. These fragrances are actually complimentary fragrances. And so I believe they are smaller versions of the larger bottles. But without further ado, let's get right into it. All right. So the first one, and these aren't shared in any particular order. I just briefly sniffed these fragrances. And so I'm really not that familiar with their longevity and things of that nature. But from what my recollection, what I remember from sniffing these, my first impression was these would be perfect, sexy bedtime fragrances and perfect for layering. I've got a couple of fragrances that just popped into my head instantly when I sprayed out on these gorgeous fragrances. So let's get into it. Again, these are extremely affordable, sexy vanilla scents. The first one is Go Fruity by Zara. And I'll bring the bottle in so you guys can see it a little bit better. Just kind of, I like the clear juice. That's the first thing that really got me when being able to select these to try out. I really love the clear juice. So this is a delicious fruits fragrance. I did take some notes. It has peach, apple, rose, iris, and vanilla at your base. It doesn't give a huge description of what's actually in this fragrance. I'm not a huge vanilla fragrance person, not a huge fruity person, but like I said, I have some absolutely gorgeous fragrances in my collection that have fruity vanilla notes in them and that are absolutely amazing. And this is, I think, maybe my seventh or eighth. I've got about 10 Zara fragrances so far, and all of them are gorgeous. I haven't received one yet that I didn't absolutely adore. So I'm extremely, extremely impressed, right? So I'm going to spray out a little bit on these and show you the sprayer on there. Very nice sprayer. So yeah, it's a winner. Love it. From the first spray out, it's smooth. It's very clean. It's a very distinctive scent. It's not confusing. Like, what you see is what you get. When you read the notes on the fragrance, it's what you get. It's a really juicy, little bit floral. You get a little bit of rose in there, which I absolutely love because I am a rose girl. I love any fragrance with rose in them. I have several in my collection, and like I said, I'm on the hunt for the most beautiful rose scent in the world, and I'll probably be on that journey until my journey ends here on this planet, right? But it's so much fun. And so whenever I'm able to gain an opportunity to add a rose scent or a fragrance that has a rose note in it to my collection, I'm super, super excited. As you go on your fragrance journey and you find out what your favorite notes are, what your favorite flowers are, what your favorite spices are, you'll get the feeling that I have. It's like you find out what you love, you find out what works for you, and you just go crazy from there. This is good. I can smell it kind of wafting in the air. Very fruity. You get the floral, which I love, but it's not overpowering for those of you who don't really care for a heavily floral scent. It's the perfect combination of your fruit, your floral, and then you got that vanilla. This is gorgeous. So far so good for Zara's Go Fruity. This one is, and let me put my glasses on because they all have different notes, and I have to remember that when I talk about these, is that you may find in their house of fragrance, design house of fragrance, that they have similar names. So there's another Go Fruity. There's like 4 other Go Fruities, I think, and they all have like different numbers to them or different names. This one is Go Fruity Zara Weekend 05, just in case you want to go look for that one. Again, that's Go Fruity Zara Weekend 5, because there's more than one Go Fruity. So I wanted to read that because I saw that when I sprayed out on that earlier, and I wanted to make sure that I shared that information, because I've got another video where a couple of them where I came in and shared some fragrances from Zara that I have. And there are other fragrances in that design house with the exact same name. The bottles are different colors, and the fragrance scents are a little bit slightly different. And I had somebody ask me about it, and I wasn't sure because, like I said, I'm new to the Zara fam. And so, but when I looked it up, I did see that there were like 4 or 5 of the same Wonder Rose is what it was. And I think the one that I came on and shared was one of the newest scents from the Wonder Rose collection. So I just wanted to read that one. All right. So, and then the next one, this is another sexy vanilla fragrance. I think it would be perfect for sexy bedtime. Beautiful for layering. You know, I'm a layer queen. I love to layer my fragrances. That's another way to keep people from actually knowing what you're wearing, and then also copycatting your scent, what you're wearing, and then they may go buy it or try to get close to it, and there's nothing wrong with that, because that is flattery, right? That's a compliment to you when someone wants to emulate something that you're wearing or something that you are, something that you do. But I like to be original with my scents, as well as my fashions. And we all do, because that expresses your personality and who you are, right? That makes it fun, right? And so with this one, I would definitely layer it. Definitely a beautiful vanilla fragrance. So I've got a couple of fragrances that popped in my mind instantly when I smelled this one. And I know you said, girl, you just talk. I know, honey, I can't help it. I'm excited. This is actually called Red Vanilla. We'll bring this in a little bit closer. It's hard to read the writing, probably because my lighting is so dim. And then also because the juice is clear, and then the writing on the actual bottle is kind of thin light, you know, you can't see it that well. And so that's why I put my glasses out, because I want to make sure that I read all of the information on the bottle for you guys, just in case you're interested in adding some new extremely affordable vanilla fragrances to your collection. All right, so this one again is red vanilla. Okay, so this one is has red peony flowers, mandarin, raspberry, and then at the base again vanilla. So let's spray out on this one. This first one, Go Fruity, is good, you guys. I can smell it. It's so good. Now these are smaller bottles. I think this is a 30 ml if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to share a little bit of my juice so you can see what the sprayer looks like. But you know, I don't like to share my juice now. We don't waste that fragrance. I got a dear friend of mine that always used to say, $10 a spray, girl, $10 a spray. And so I don't like to share my scent. Okay, so let's let that calm down a little bit. Again, I really, really love this. One thing that came to mind that I'm definitely going to probably try with this will probably be red velvet, my pink sugar red velvet fragrance. I'm going to combine these two together and see what we get, because I am quite sure that this is going to light the flame and fire. But this is really, really good. Again, this is so pretty. Now, this one is more of a warmer vanilla. You know, pretty soon we'll be moving into our cooler months, our fall weather. And this is probably something that will put you in that mind frame because it's a little bit warmer. Now, I personally like to wear fragrances like this all year round. I could definitely use this with Christian Dior's Hypnotic Poison. It's kind of along those lines. Warm, it's spicy, it's sweet, it's sexy, it's seductive. So this one probably would be a better bedtime fragrance than Go Fruity Weekend, because this one has a more of a sexier note. I can feel it. It's all up in here. It's starting to work. It's wafting in the wind. I can smell it permeating as I'm speaking to you. This fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. Again, if you're not familiar with Zara fragrances and you are looking to add some beautiful layering fragrances to your collection, or even if you just like to wear light scents during the daytime, just a little spritz, a little dab will do you. These are beautiful add-ons to your collection. Beautiful way to start a fragrance collection for, I would say, for teenagers all the way up, depending on what your scent love is. They have a lot of sweet fragrances, a lot of gourmand fragrances, a lot of fun and frilly and youthful fragrances, and it's really, really fun and exciting to explore this new design house of Zara. I really like this. It's starting to kind of calm down a little bit. It is extremely seductive, and I'm gonna wear this by itself first before I start to kind of like combine it with other things, because this is delicious. I love it, love it, love it. And I can smell the Go Fruity and the red vanilla kind of working together. You could probably layer these two together and get a really pretty scent as well. Again, a lot of these fragrances have more than one version of them. This one is red vanilla, and this one says Zara, and it says dress. Now I have to get closer to the light. Dress time 01. So a lot of them, there are several of these particular scents. They kind of come, I guess, they come out every year they'll come out with a different scent or something like that. And they have different scents. So this one is red vanilla dress time. Absolutely gorgeous. Perfect name, because this is definitely kind of like an after 5 date night scent. It's super, super sexy. So this one would be deemed in my book as a red light alert. This is sexy. When I say sexy vanilla, get you some. These particular fragrances, I looked up the information on them. Even though they're complimentary for me, they still came in the original boxes with the prices on them, you guys. You can get these for around $10. Absolutely gorgeous. Extremely, extremely affordable. They smell high end, which I love that. The quality and the packaging, the aesthetics, I love it. Clean, pristine, not too much. Beautiful, beautiful fragrances. Again, Zara Design House. I'm getting hip. Sexy, sexy vanilla scents. Again, the first one that I shared with you guys was Go Fruity, and this one is Zara Weekend 05. That's the first one. Sexy vanilla scent. And then the second one is red vanilla dress time 01. And I'm giving you those numbers because, again, there's more than one scent that has that similar name. And so when you go on to Zara's website, you will actually see that. And you'll go, well, that looks different from her bottle. It's because they have more than one of those versions of the fragrance. So if you have Zara fragrances in your collection, or if you have any questions about the fragrances that are in my collection from Zara, or what I think about Zara, make sure you comment below or send me an email. My email address is inside of my YouTube channel. You can address it to Dear Color Me. I'll be more than happy to hear from you and come on and answer your question. So I'm super excited to add these scents to my collection. Again, if you have any Zara fragrances in your collection, shout it down in the comments and let your girl know what you think about Zara. This is Color Me Badlands, and thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate all of your love and support. I want to welcome all of my new subscribers. I see you guys, and I thank you. Thank you for your love and support. Keep it coming. One at a time. We're going somewhere. Thank you for clicking on that subscription button. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to share my videos. I'll make somebody laugh, I'm sure. We will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.